At Lockhart Smokehouse, we found the great smoked meat classics that made Lockhart the barbecue capital of Texas, right here in DFW, with locations in Dallas, Bishop Arts District, downtown Plano, and Texas Live in Arlington. Come try some of our mouth-watering brisket, sausage, ribs, and other meats all smoked over Texas post oak. Rounded off with some Southern classic sides and some Smith family favorites. Check us out at www.lockhartsmokehouse.com. Catering available.
Kenny Matthews, Friday Night Glory, man, in 3A Division I in Franklin. Man, 32 straight. I mean, that's unbelievable. Back-to-back state championships. Bryson, Washington. Heck of a football game, an exciting football game. Talk about the emotions in that game there.
Emotions, I was honestly, I was one level the whole game, and I just wanted to win. Like Coach said, we can't panic when we in situations like this, so I didn't panic. I trusted God, and He got us that dub.
All right, here it is, a game where they did a really good job against your running attack here, your bread and butter that you've had, forever here. But you guys had a lot of determination. You kept sticking to it. You had some, opportunistic turnovers. Can you talk about your defense, I think, that was really key here for you? That allowed you to kind of fight through that when you weren't so good.
Like Coach always preach, defense win games, And like when we in practice, everybody flying to the ball, and we just prepared for this, Like, why not us?
For you guys at Franklin, and you lost your sophomore year in the championship game. You come back and you win last year. Everybody's giving you your loaded shot here this year. Had a lot of impressive wins, but when it was, gut check time, told us a lot about you guys. You're a heart of a champion, weren't you?
Yes, sir. We had to, put our head down, keep fighting. Like everybody on the team have their dog in them, and they just don't want to give up.
I know the offensive MVP doesn't mean anything to you at all. I know you always want to deflect to your teammates and all that. So I'm going to say this. Why don't we talk about those guys up front that don't get a lot of credit that really is the backbone of Franklin football?
I mean, I would say those guys put in the most work, like during practice. Like, we could be practicing defense. Those guys from the O-line, they practicing offense double a day, like 2 times a day, and when we really only supposed to practice like 1 time. So I would say, I'm grateful for them. They hard work and determination to be better, and I'm glad we was put in this situation.
My last question to you is your final moment on the field. You talked a little bit about the press conference. Can you tell me a little bit when you knew you were back-to-back state champs, but you also had a little heart not feeling so right just because you knew it was your last run?
I would say like 1 second I was happy. I look to the sideline, I see my brothers, I'm like, man, this is my last game, and tears just flew from my eyes, And I'm grateful for them, I wouldn't be the person I am today without them, They challenged my character, and, I accept the challenges, and they make me a better person. I would say that.
Bryson, Washington, man, he's back-to-back state champs 3 times here in Jury's World in his career. I think he's left his mark. Kenny Matthews, Friday Night Glory, and man, Franklin, 32-game winning streak here with back-to-back state championships here. I'm here with Jayden Jackson. And, man, can you just talk a little bit about how that ebb and flow of that game went? It was a tough, hard-fought football game out there today, wasn't it?
Yeah, coming into the game, we knew it was going to be a battle between both teams. And going into it, I know I had to stay humble, play as a team, and just play hard as I can with my team.
You guys buy into what Coach has obviously been saying. You had the bullseye on your back the whole entire year here. You kept stepping up to the approach. But I keep feeling this brotherhood that you guys keep talking about. Can you talk a little bit about the Franklin brotherhood that gets you through these times of tough times?
Being with my teammates, and as y'all call them brothers, it's fun. We hang out a lot. We go eat. We go, to main events and stuff like that. We never leave by each other's sides, and we always have each other's backs.
For you guys, I know that most of the time, you're getting positive yards all the time. You had some negative plays in here today, so I know that was a little frustrating, but I thought the key was that you guys kept to the game plan. You didn't differentiate. Can you talk a little bit about saying, I'm going to trust in the guys up front, and we're going to make a big play here?
Those guys up front, they work hard every day in practice, In the trenches, they stay down there with each other going back to back. And being behind them, running, it's a blessing. You know, they work their butt off for us so we can make the scores for them. And it's so fun having them guys up there to block for us.
I don't know. My last question to kind of be to you is that when you win the first time around, you're all excited. Is the second one better?
Of course, because, you know, last year we was in 3A Division 2.
Right.
And when we got moved to 3A Division 1, everyone kept saying, Franklin, they're not going to win. They're in the big league now. And so we had to show them, this is the big league. And so we came here and we showed our butts off. The whole ride. You know, that talk that people saying that we're not going to make it, that was just motivation us. And motivation, it feeds up that energy and makes you play harder, and that's what happened.
You made the hugest statement.
Yes, sir.
You're state champion again. There's no bigger statement than that, is there?
No, sir, it ain't. Many people don't get this opportunity.
Well, my man Jaylen Jackson over here, man. Franklin, what can you say? 32-0, back-to-back state championships here. Division 3A, Division 1. So guess what? They made a statement here on that field here today, man. Thanks so much,
Yes,
man.
sir,
I appreciate it, man. Enjoy it, man.
Yes, sir.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, sir.
Kenny Matthews, Friday Night Glory.